Hello lovely souls, it's Yasmin here. I wanted to, first of all, I'd like to apologise for the late weekly update. Yesterday was just not the day to do it for various reasons. You may all have been feeling energies at the moment being quite challenging, for a very neutral word, shall we say. We're leading up to a full moon in Scorpio on the weekend, and we've also got Capricorn in Saturn in Capricorn doing a retrograde. So I did touch on this last week, but it is bringing up lots of karmic lessons that need to be healed and need to be released, and you need to take notice of some certain things, some old patterns that you've been going through for a very long time that just don't serve you anymore. It's time to things will come to light as to what they are. They're going to be different for everyone. It could be around money, it could be around relationships, it could be around the way you look after yourself, it could be around how you connect with people. There's all different things as to what it can be related to. There's also a lot of ancestral healing that is occurring at the moment. Now, what I mean by that is that you carry the DNA within you of your ancestors, and when they've had trauma in their lives and they haven't healed that, it's going to be carried down through the bloodline to you. So if you find yourself being caught in some sort of pattern, but you can't make heads or tails of that pattern, or don't understand why or where it comes from, for example, you may be challenged with a particular person in your life, and to be quite honest, you can't understand why. It might be a love-hate type of relationship with them. You get along with them sometimes, and then other times you don't. And if you've investigated or felt into various reasons, but nothing seems to gel, it's more than likely that you've had a past life with this person, and that pattern or the lesson that you are needing to learn is actually coming from your ancestors as part of their healing and their trauma as well. It's all intertwined, the web of lives that we lead, and so if you need any help in clarifying what's going on for you, and you're feeling challenged and you can't put your finger on what it is, or you know it has something to do with something but you don't know where it stems from, then this is where you see a healer, you'll seek a healer to help with holding space and gaining clarity so you can move through that. Become aware of it, acknowledge it, accept it, release it. Okay, now building up to the full moon on the weekend, and it's a Scorpio full moon, it's really intense. So it has got a lot to do with emotions around the relationship with yourself and the relationship you have with other people. Mercury is also currently in Taurus still, so there may be some really stubborn communication at the moment. Maybe you're not talking to some people. Maybe the words that you use with them are quite short and curt. Taurus is also, like I mentioned last week, it's very sensual, it's very stable, it's very supportive. But when Taurus is feeling challenged, it can be quite stubborn and digs its heels in, all right, and will not budge. And that's just a natural trait of the bull. So it will shift after the full moon though, so you may see some easing up. Plus with this full moon, like I mentioned, I feel like I need to do an actual full moon energy video later in the week, getting closer to the date. So look out for that, maybe Thursday or Friday. So I won't go into too much of that. But I did want to touch on a couple of things. First of all, stay tuned at the end of the video. I have a Mother's Day special at last after Mother's Day, but I'm calling it May is for Mothers. So it's going to be for the month of May, the remainder of the month of May. I have a special. Stay tuned at the end of the video for that one. Okay. All right. So what's happening energetically at the moment? Because of all this planetary activity at the moment, you may find that you feel like you're on this path. If you're watching this video, you're on a spiritual path. Okay, you're sensitive, you're a light worker, you're a creative, you're an empath, and you're a change maker. You know that you're here for something bigger and better, okay, than the everyday 3D reality. Get up, go to work, earn money, come home. Okay, you understand that there's something bigger out there. What is happening with the energies at the moment is that we are going through an awakening phase. Okay, and it's just another level of awakening into much higher dimensions. So you may feel a little bit confused at the moment or conflicted, or maybe scattered, because there's a part of you, that innate part of you in here, that knows that there's something amazing just about to happen, and it's not tangible yet. You can't touch it, but you can feel it. You can feel there's a shift happening. Maybe I've written some notes, so once again I'm looking at my notes. So maybe you're feeling like the career or the job that you're working at doesn't suit you anymore. You don't fit in with it, and you'd like to do something else, okay, but you're not sure what that is. All right, maybe your living arrangements, where you're located, maybe you don't vibrate or you don't resonate with where you are anymore, and that's okay. You've made peace with it, but you feel like you need to move or relocate because it's not sitting well with you anymore. Okay, especially if you've been outside and doing a lot of self-work and a lot of healing, because nature is part of the healing process for us. Okay, I did mention that last week and the week before. Maybe you're feeling like inside there's all this new growth happening, and you're feeling part of you might be feeling more aligned and more expansive and more aware of stuff internally, okay, and energetically. Your higher self is like, yeah, there's some stuff coming, but in the reality that you see immediately in front of you, nothing has changed. Okay, this is all part of this spiritual awakening, this spiritual shift that's happening at the moment. And if you've been guided to let go of certain things, people, relationships, connections, works, job, services, things that you've done before, clothes, anything in your life you've been guided to let go of, all sorts of stuff, but you're not really sure what's coming next though. Yeah, but you feel like there's a shift, it's there, but you feel safe in that, knowing that it's okay. You feel calm knowing that it's okay, and you know without a doubt your intuition is reminding you that it's going to be okay. However, whenever you share what you're doing with other people that aren't in this awakening phase, their fear will be projected towards you. Okay, so it's important that you be mindful of who you share your feelings and experiences with at this time. I'm about to relocate my home, my family. I've got not long, 2.5 weeks. I don't know where I'm going yet. Nothing has come into alignment for me, but I actually feel really okay about it. Okay, I'm not worried. I feel like things are starting to line up. I'm still doing my process. I'm still packing. I'm still clearing. I'm still cleaning. I'm still doing what I know is necessary to prepare me for the next phase of my journey. I just don't know where that is. Okay, and that's okay. I feel completely at peace with it and calm with it. And so I'm very mindful of who I share that with, because there are lots of people who panic around situations like this, and that can tip the energy, and we don't want that. We want to stay centered and grounded. Okay, all right. Enough of that. Let's move into some energy earth magic cards. So if that resonates with you, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The more subscribers there are, the more people that like the video, the more it gets out there. Okay, so those of you who have been with me before, I've got my two faves, the earth magic cards and the universal love cards. I'm only using 2 decks today. All right, so we're calling on some energies for this week. So energy is fluid. You may resonate with what's coming up, you may not, but be mindful that, you know, maybe in 3 weeks time you could resonate with it. All right, so you know what, I just had 3 cards jump out. I'm going to use those 3 and the universal love cards. In fact, I'll turn you down so you can see what I'm doing. The universal love cards. Can we have some guidance for this week, please? There we go. How cool is that? All right, so we have new promise. Oh, sorry, new moon, promise. We have ancestors, generations. And we have fairies, earth magic. All right, and to clarify all this, we have blessings, we have tantric union, and we have eternal flame. Alrighty, so what am I feeling with this week? I'm feeling, all right, we're leading up to a full moon, aren't we? You know what? And I'm actually feeling like this is a whole reading for the week, not just parts of the week. I'm feeling that we're doing a lot of clearing. Like I mentioned earlier on, we're doing a lot of clearing. And see the snake through here? There's a snake through there. So there's healing that needs to occur. Snake is a spirit animal of healing. It is also very much connected to the Earth Star chakra, okay? And we all have an Earth Star chakra, which is about 20 centimeters below our feet, and it follows us everywhere, okay? It keeps us grounded and connected and anchored into Mother Earth, our spirit, our soul. So what's happening here is there's healing that's going on with people at the moment through their DNA, through their ancestral line around relationships. All right, this is all about relationships with yourself, how much you love yourself, how much you accept yourself, and also how you connect and relate with other people. Alrighty, love relationships, family relationships, work relationships, business relationships, all of those things. So there's a lot of healing going on at the moment. Now it feels like there's going to be some clearing of old stuff. Now remember, this Saturn retrograde is until September, so there's going to be layers. You'll do one layer and then you'll feel really good. You'll get outside, you'll do some connection with energies outside, and then once you feel like you've gained, you've plateaued and you feel like you've gained momentum again, you'll probably end up doing another layer. So we're all shedding layers at the moment. This Scorpio full moon is part of the releasement. We're building up to release a lot of that stuff at the moment. Come the next new moon, which will be sort of mid-June, and I'm not entirely sure what star sign that is just yet. I haven't looked into that. But there'll be an amazing shift. So on Saturday, it's time for the releasement, okay? Releasement of some old patternings. And then after that releasement, you've got 2 weeks before the next full moon. And then during that next full moon phase, you're going to start to see, even now actually, you'll start to see blessings, okay? So pay attention to the light. You may hear, see, feel, know new information coming to you, okay? Be open to that. Look at her hands are healing, her hand chakras are opening, and her aura is being opened as well. She's vibrating, she's pulsating, all right? Be open to accepting help and open to accepting new beginnings, new possibilities. All right, this tells me that you have strong connections with people at the moment, and you share an eternal flame together. Your souls agreed on life paths together, life connections together. And even your ancestors were part of that, and their souls as well. So because you could be one of your ancestors as well, all right? So which means that you are really healing a lot of work, a lot of lessons going on at the moment. So even though your souls, you are connected with people in your life at the moment, know that it comes from love, all right? And if you're having a really challenging time with somebody, come back to the love, come back to the love. You don't have to send love from yourself. You can ask the universe and spirit to send love to them, okay? Tantric union is actually representative of a close sexual connection, but in this case I don't actually feel like that's the only thing. Remember, this is a very general reading and I'm doing very broad energies. If you want to get more clarity and go into more detail, then you can either reach out to me and I can do a 30-minute recorded reading for you, or a 15-minute recorded reading for you, specifically for you. Anyway, that aside, I'm feeling like there's a lot of healing going on at the moment with all of us. It's important that we spend some time outside, especially leading up to this full moon. I do work with moon energy, so I am going to talk about the moons a lot, okay? But in this case, fairies are quite lighthearted and quite playful. And as I'm tuning into this card, it's about keeping that lightheartedness and that joy as you ride these waves at the moment, all right? And I'm being told it's about the surfing over the top of it, trying not to plummet into the water, try and stay afloat. And what I'm getting a vision of is like a lily leaf, a big lily leaf or a lily pad, and fairies playing on that, and there's a great big wave that comes in and it's just sort of waving over. The water is waving underneath it, but they're keeping their balance. So it's all about staying calm and balanced as you shed a lot of stuff at the moment. The snake, being representative of the Earth Star, once again tells me it's time to connect outside. Alrighty? But there is definitely new connections or renewals. Alrighty? But good things afoot. Alright, I'm not going to carry on anymore. Good things afoot. So, thank you very much for everyone who watches these videos. I really appreciate that. I love doing these videos and I will be doing more as time goes on. I'm planning to expand on this channel a bit more, and probably pull away from other social media and focus a little bit more on this YouTube channel. So please do subscribe in order to stay in the loop. So be you, be true to you for the coming week. Stay tuned for a full moon one's video coming soon. But I'd like to share my May is for Mothers special. So you probably already know, and if you don't, I am a spiritual alchemist, which means I create vibrational tools, spiritually vibrational tools for spiritually aware people. So I have two particular ranges that I'm going to share with you today, and which is the light activation range, okay, which includes the Shield of Light, which I highly recommend for sensitive souls. The Peaceful Heart, which is great for anxious people and people that have trouble sleeping. And Radiance Revive. This is awesome for grounding and clearing your aura. So I've got them in a roll-on and a spray. Now I have a special. You can purchase a duo, which is any combination of a roll-on and a spray, for $38 from the light activation range. Okay, in the 5D love range, which is the self-love, the love in action, and the soul love. Now these are fifth dimensional love energies. These are fifth dimensional energies as well, but this is love energy, and it has pure organic essential oils of rose and jasmine in them, hence why they're a little bit more expensive. But these help us stay in a higher state of being as we're moving forward on our path. And yes, I have roll-ons to go with them. The roll-ons are in jojoba oil, organic jojoba oil as well, which is a wax, and when it's cold it will solidify, just to let you know. So, and a special of a duo, any combination of a spray and a roll-on, is $48 from the 5D love range. $38 for the combination duo from the light activation range. Now, when you purchase a duo combo, I can't mix the two, so it's either from the light activation range or from the 5D love range. You will receive, if you choose to, a 30-minute recorded reading, half price. So a 30-minute recorded reading is normally $60. I'm going to offer that to you for $30. Okay, so for the month of May, purchase a duo combo from the 5D love range or from the light activation range, and you can receive then you will receive a 30-minute recorded reading. So a video recorded reading, you'll get a private link to it just for you for only $30, not $60. Okay, so I will type all this information in the description box. I will also do a post about it on Instagram and Facebook, but it's only for the month of May, and and there'll be a postage fee as well, okay, which is around about $10. Let's just make it $10. Alrighty, so namaste for Mothers of May. And yeah, so Yasmin's Light Studio at gmail.com if you'd like to email me your requests. I do PayPal or direct debit, or you can message me via the Facebook page, Yasmin's Light Studio. Namaste, beautiful people. Happy vibes to you. Do go out, get outside and get grounded and drink plenty of water. Okie doke. Toodaloo.